welcome back to another aircraft review with Corvus. And today we're talking about the Bearcat.
Hey Hunter, thanks for having me on. Our friend H0 is on vacation, and so normally he and I would do this, but you've been very gracious to host me yet again on another review. I wish my friend H0 a most enjoyable vacation, and we'll hold down the fort here at World of Warplanes while he does that. So the Bearcat. Folks who know how I do this, I buy it so you don't have to. The deal is I buy the certs, cert the plane out, token out specialization, and throw a pilot in it, throw ultimate equipment on it, ultimate only to 400. I don't go all the way to 478 on that stuff. And fill it with gold consumables and essentially give it the best case scenario for going out and doing the thing that this plane can do. Bearcat, currently I have it set up with experimental gun sight, lightweight wing frame, lightweight power unit, and just regular old strengthened hard points, because I don't think there's any kind of special projects or experimental ones of those
So it only
in
has
the wild.
So it only has 4 equipment slots?
It only has 4 equipment slots. It has so there's no gun slot, right?
Right.
Which is interesting. I don't think it actually needs one. Gas operated action would be nice on this plane, but the guns are pretty good. So for consumables, I run health kit, CO2 inerting, boost in a can, high explosive armor piercing for the rounds, and we can get into that later, and heavy warhead. So currently I'm flying it with a bomb and with Mary Lovehart. So we can also talk about that once we start playing.
Right. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and go, and we can resume once we actually get into a battle to demonstrate it. Because the
Right on.
Bearcat's finally in the game, folks. Finally.
Right. I have been looking forward to this plane for forever and ever and ever. I have to say that I'm marginally disappointed that it's a Multirole fighter and that it's not at tier 8. This plane should be, in my estimation, should have been something as a competition for the Spitfire 14 in that realm of maneuverable and possibly better at, let's say, climb rate and altitude performance, but a little less maybe with a gun performance, right? So right in there.
You can't really get any worse than Hispanos. I mean,
Yes, I know your particular bent there. You've made it pretty clear on the Discord that you're not a fan. You're not a fan. These 20 millimeters on this plane are pretty good. The overheat cycle is slow and predictable, so it doesn't just like the Russian and Japanese guns. It's almost like they have immediate overheat. Even the ones that have a reasonable burst length seem to have like immediate overheat where it's good. Oh my gosh, now you're in the red, and you got to let it cool all the way down before it can
it's actually
light it up
that's
again.
part of the reason why I prefer the Lavochkins over a lot of the other Soviet light fighters with cannons, because out of the 3 fighters in the Soviet tree, they have the most forgiving gun overheat cycle from what I've seen, from what I've played with.
All right, I'll do something.
I'm going to try and take this garrison as quick as I can and go to the middle one, because we got the bad side of this map, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes.
Not that we can't win with this side of the map, but it's going to be a little harder.
Okay. I'll join you in the middle, I guess, if you're not there already.
I'm on my way there now. The SM91 and the Corsair are both there. They'll probably have to flip before I get over there. Mine can too, but I've got a Mustang that can rival Spitz for like the initial onset of the turn.
So I see that you're on the SM91, and I'm going to leave you to him. I'm going to go to see if I can't find better hunting. Oh, Yak 9. That's always a good one. Yak, in this current configuration, it's hard for me to outturn Yaks, but it's possible.
I'm waiting for the SM91 to respawn. I know he's going to spawn here.
Of course he is.
There he is.
Take him.
I like grab my hand. That's not enough. But he thinks he can hurt me.
You really can't.
As long as this isn't a Japanese SM91, we're fine.
Yes. The way you can outfit the SM91 is pretty crazy. All right, so currently I have this plane set up with the bomb. I'm running the bomb, and I'm running Mary Lovehart. And I'm going to tell you, Mary Lovehart is crazy with the bomb in this thing, and you can take the central workshop of a mining plant at tier 8, but usually not in one pass. It takes more than one pass. What I had it done today is if I hit it at the right time, in the right place, I can destroy everything except the smokestacks, and then use the guns. Use the guns to take care of the smokestacks. So you can do the central workshop at tier 8 with Mary Lovehart, heavy warhead, and the 1,000-pound bomb.
This guy really hasn't learned.
I'm going to tell you, that makes this plane worthwhile just right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, now he finally learned his lesson. Oh, no, he hasn't.
Well, I'm on my way. Oh.
Wow. Well,
Yikes.
You know what? I had, like, no health left of wing crit. It was gonna happen eventually.
And there we go, Ralph.
But no, he started that by trying to do the same horizontal turn. Again.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. People have trouble playing heavy fighters. By his teammate there, because having the F4U is a good plane, and would have been a reasonable rival for me to fight. Not this setup though. This setup is the turn setup. Makes it difficult for. Oops. My mistake.
What mistake? I just killed him before you did.
So essentially what happened was that we got to play a top tier match against a team where the gentleman should have had help and could have made a battle of it, but unfortunately his guy quit. I think that we'd had a much more difficult time with it if that Corsair would have stayed in and gone around and capped. It's unfortunate. I feel bad for Ralph. He didn't deserve that.
So the thing about this match, I just want to like point this out real quick. How does the F8F compare to Corsair directly? Because at this tier, the other American multi-rolls are the Tech Tree Corsair, the Premium Corsair, the XF4U-6, and the P-47N. Is the Bearcat better than all three of those, or is it more like it's on par with the Corsairs kind of thing?
So the Corsairs are a bit faster, especially if if you try to turn to avoid them, and they do boom and zoom. You can't accelerate and then catch up to them. I mean, its boost acceleration should be, in my mind, a little bit better in this plane because of the airframe and the engine, right? I mean that's its design,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. The Corsairs are actually better at that. Well, and especially the way I've got this guy set up, right? I've got it set up for turn. And so maybe if I had it set up for speed, I could do better. But I want to be able to turn, and I can turn inside all three of those, right? So now I can,
Right.
because I can turn on all three of those, that means I've got it more set up like a light fighter than a multi-role. The bomb, though, is stout. It can kill the big radar in a command center. It can take the central target at a military base. It can take the central workshop at a mining plant and almost take it at tier 8. But of course, you got to have Mary Lovehart, and you got to use her skill, and you have to use the heavy warhead, the gold bomb. So I mean, it's a setup that you have to have. A demolition expert is not required, by the way.
Really? I was
You
about
get
to
about
ask, does Demolition Expert help at all, or is it just kind of redundant?
I didn't think it helped at all, and it took away 2 points that I needed for other stuff, and so I preferred having that as in aerodynamics expert rather than demolition expert.
84. Oh, damn. Uh,
That's
this sucks.
yeah, but yeah, So now I can demonstrate the mining plant bomb thing. So I'll go over there and see what I can do about that. So today when I was playing, I had a battle where I was bottom tier and the other team had a B-29, and I was able to fight that battle pretty well, and only ended up 80 points shy at the end of a win, and mostly because this plane was doing its thing.
So that does lead to a good question. How competitive do you think the Bearcat is at tier 8?
It's okay, and when I say it's okay, I mean it does a fairly decent job at getting the job done. And that's one of the reasons that I run HEAP, high explosive armor piercing in the guns, because it seems to set fires like immediately, and also it takes care of those lighter targets. It seems to get those lighter targets better.
I've got one of my G on my tail, and he's crimped both my wings, so now we're kind of at an even turn rate.
It's so I'm gonna see if I can't. Oh, I've started the fire, so we're gonna get this as long as I don't see a red come this way. There we go.
And now that I've got my wings back, I'm starting to get around on his tail. The question is, will he stick around long enough for me to actually, like, capitalize? Oh, he reversed his turn. He's dead.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, and now his wings crit. He's really dead.
You're playing over there. I'm going to play over here.
Okay, you know what? I can respect that move. That was an interesting move. Didn't help him much, but it delayed his death.
Uh-oh. I have made a critical error. What I did was I came into this sector, and there's nobody else here. And that's generally death, because there's nothing you can do.
The problem is we're facing a B-29, which will be able to flip all of these sectors on its own.
Right.
And neither of us really have the health bar to take that thing on.
No.
It's not that we can't beat it, it's just, wow, it sucks to fight one of those. And he crashed into the dirt because he flipped the sector and he needs to go flip our mining plant. I hate when bomber players do this. Genuinely, I hate when they do this.
I don't prefer it either. I gotta be honest.
I understand that tactically it is the smart thing to do, but do you have, like, no honor? Do you have, like, no self-respect or honor when you do that?
Well, there's an argument that doing that particular maneuver is against the EULA. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't even care if it's against the EULA. I see crashing after you flip a sector to go to your spawn to reset as just a disrespectful thing to do.
Oh, goodness gracious. Come on. No,
Not a matter of it not being the best, it just sucks to play against it.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. And I don't know.
Now there's 10 things left on this stupid mining plant, and what is our bot bomber doing? Not flipping it.
No, that's where I have to go over there and do it.
And the 109G isn't going into the zone, so he's not going to contribute to its flip.
Of course not. I'm coming over to give you a hand. I don't know if you need one.
I think I've got this guy.
Okay.
He keeps doing the reversal of the turn thing, so he dies.
No. Yeah, don't reverse your turn, pal. I got the F4U.
Okay, cool. And there's the other mining plant flipped. Damn it.
Of course.
Anything we really could have done about it, but still.
No, I get it. I've never been a fan. Never really been a fan of the.
109
of the. Yeah, I know that he was. Well, the thing is that I can take him.
I mean, he went for you and crazy, but he ignored me.
Yeah, see, that's a.
And I've already beat him up once.
Maybe he thought he could one-pass me. Right?
One-passing a K-84 I can understand. Crap, here comes B-29.
Where is he?
Coming right in. I'm too low health. I can't stick around with that. And that turret has like an infinite range. Oh, nice.
Yeah, but now he's done.
Now he's
right.
out.
So if we can flip the plant. Oh, you know what? We're gonna win anyway. Unless something.
Are we gonna come out on top?
I think we are. That's. Wow. That's weird. Okay. Hey. Okay. I like that.
Mining plants, ladies and gentlemen.
That's you know. I'm pretty excited about that particular win. Thank you for doing a stellar job. I appreciate that.
I think all it took was me bitching about the B-29.
It hurt you. What do we got here? Oh, we're top tier. That's nice. The TU2 I'm worried about. XP54 is nothing to worry about in this particular guy.
That Spit's gonna give me a bit of
Spit-5, DB5.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have a good time in this plane. I picked the wrong plane for this.
Oh, yeah, that's a good plane for this fight.
Well, you know, in regards to like fighting the other players, though, not necessarily looking the best for me right now.
Woof.
Well, I say that as this Corsair is just let me shoot him down.
Oh, gosh.
So what were you saying about the 54 not being a problem? Huh?
It's not a problem. You have to turn the correct way when you're playing the XP54. I turned the incorrect way. So, oh well. So yeah, so the P-47N is an excellent multi-role. It's an excellent capper, and I am always pleased to see people do well in the P-47N. What do we got here? You put you put your 8 rockets of eight Freedom Cows right on the guy. So I'd love to see somebody go after that guy.
Yeah, I put my foot down on the zone and took it.
Oh, come on, man.
One thing P-47s are great at, it's running away.
Yes, they do an excellent job at running away. Now, oh my God,
54 is not going to be a problem, he says.
Yeah, shut up.
Has now killed him twice.
Yeah.
That Corsair is still chasing me, huh?
Yeah.
He is.
I shouldn't be playing up above 1,300 meters. That's really the issue. Playing up above 1,300 meters is dumb. So let's not do that.
Well, this Corsair that I just killed has been effectively trying to kill me since I got him over the missile base, and I made him pay for that.
Well, it'd be super awesome if we could retain the missile base for a little bit longer. Okay, there he is again, but I'm not going to play that game. If he wants to,
Huzzah, I took the airfield. I do see the 54 is over there.
Yep.
Oh, and that Corsair that has failed to kill me 3 times now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the B2 is actually on the... Oh, you had help. I didn't need to come over here.
What? Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, I
you
got
did.
Lambert.
There you go.
But yeah, no, you had the 410 B2. He was here.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing anything.
When I got over here, he had crit the tail of the 54. Okay, so that is a Spitfire over there by that airfield. I'm not going anywhere near that. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. That's bad for me.
I'll go over there.
I know for a fact I cannot turn with that Spit. Oh, wait.
Of course not.
Chase it. Well, hang on. Maybe I can get him. You stupid. Okay, he ignored me, and now he's dead.
Ha! Now he's dead. Okay. What the?
He's turned to shoot at you. I'm on the other side of the mountain if you want to fly him back towards
Oh,
me.
I'm not flying him anywhere over there. Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see if I can lead this guy on a wild goose chase.
Oh,
He didn't fall for it.
on you.
He didn't fall for it. He turned on the A605.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, because now here I come again. Take that, Spit.
Right. Well, now you have a chance to take the center, take the military base again.
Yeah, I mean, we win the game. We win the game.
Oh. Okay, then.
We win the game before we even, before I even need to. Huzzah.
Yeah, unfortunately, not having a speed build, I needed more speed to get away from him. So that's the way it is.
Well, fortunately for me, the Thunderbolt has enough raw power to get away from pretty much all tier 6s, except for maybe like a Mustang. I think a Mustang can keep up with the...
Yeah. No, that's one of my gripes about this plane is that I think it does need to be faster, but I know why they didn't make it faster, because then it would be solidly in tier 8 and being at even more of a disadvantage because multi-rolls at tier 8 really are, except for the fightery ones, right? Like the BV-210 can sometimes do really good work. The Tempest does pretty good work. So yeah, so I had a pretty meh battle that time. Our you and our ME 410B2 did all the real heavy lifting.
I think with that, folks, we have given the Bearcat a pretty positive review, I'd say. It doesn't exactly meet what either Corvus and I wanted it to be, but at the end of the day, it's Bearcat, it's in the game, and it's not terrible. It's not useless. It's not another MB5. So,
right,
for
right.
that, I thank the Lord and I am grateful.
And speaking of thanks, I'd like to thank you for having me on again. I'd also like to ask your viewers to like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Tell us what you think about either this plane or the multi-role fighter meta. Tier 7. Talk to us about Tier 7. I'd love to hear what you guys think.
Yes. 4th of July was yesterday, neighbors.
Yes. Well, I have fireworks left over, so I must explode.
So I must shoot them. While the neighbor tries to record. Anyway, yes. If you have any thoughts at all about Tier 7, if you think I am lying when I say Tier 7 is the most balanced tier, do let me know in the comments. Although I'm fairly confident that I am correct. Although I probably won't be for much longer. Based off the next plane they're adding in on the after the Bearcat and how that ends up being.
Yes.
That one I'm also kind of excited about, but for a completely different reason, and I'm not going to get into it because we've already been recording for a little over an hour now, and that is for somebody else to do. I'm not doing that review. That's for somebody else. Somebody else has earned that.
Absolutely. I think I know who to talk to about that one. Well,
Yeah,
I'll do another one. I'll do another one.
It'll be.
We'll do another one, and it's again, I'll buy it, so you don't have to.
Yep. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Corvus and I will see you next time.
Drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, you're too strong, wanna battle with the a few